Good morning, students. I welcome you all back for this new academic year. And as we begin this new academic year, I would like to request you all to pay your full attention while you are studying. So let us have the first chapter of our Melbury, English Melbury. Let us take first poem. Then after the poem, we shall begin the first very chapter. So, dear students, as you see in this image, what is the name of your poem? The summer sun. Now, what is summer sun? Now, you will say, teacher, it is we feel very hot when the summer sun is there. We want to sit in the AC, we want to sit under the fan, or we want to sit in front of the cooler. Now, what does this sun do? What does the sun do? Now, it gives us the heat, but it is very good, not only giving us in the summer heat, troubling us, but for the other side, if you check, there are many reasons around. Now in April month, you could see that the farmers are cutting the wheat, and to get ready that wheat, the sun is very important. Then only they can cut and collect the wheat. Now after this, I would like to ask you the importance of the sun. Now here the poet is already asking you, have you ever thought about the importance of the sun in our lives? The author gives you the poet also gives you the answer here. There cannot be life without the sun. Now, what is the importance here? That there cannot be life without the sun. Now, we shall go through this poem and see in little different ways the poet is explaining to us what are the importance of the sun, how the sun is working in our lives. Now, the sun, you can see the picture here beautifully drawn, giving the rays. And during the day, we can see in winter time also, we just long for the sun so that our clothes can dry. We wait for our clothes to be dried because of the sun. Because in winter, there is no much sunlight, it is very cool. But in summer, sun, within few hours, our clothes are dried up. Now let us begin our poem. How the poet is, what the poet is saying about the sun. Here is the first four lines. Let us read. Great is the sun and wide he goes. Now the poet is telling, great is the sun. He's pointing out the sun, that the sun is great and wide he goes. He doesn't remain on the roof of my house only, but the sun gives the rays to the whole world. And through empty heaven without repose. What is the meaning of repose here? There is no rest. What is the meaning of repose? Please find out yourself also in the dictionary. Last year, I had told my students of class 6 that everyone should have the pocket dictionary, so that anywhere, whenever you come to the school, you can have. But now you are not coming to the school. I hope you might be having in the house. If you don't have, please, when you get a chance, when there is a possibility to buy it, please buy it and search all these meanings. What is the meaning of repose here? Rest. And in the blue and glowing days, in the blue and glowing days, more thick the rain. The sun rays are more thick than the rain. He showers his rays. The rays of the sun is thicker than the rain. The poet is telling the sun rays are more thick than the rain. So here the poet is telling again the sun is very great. Now further we will see the second paragraph. Though closer still the blinds, whatever words I have underlined, please children, please underline these words in your, write down these words in your notebook and find out the meanings from your dictionary. If you have got in the book itself, it will be good, but try to find out more meanings about this. Now, what is the meaning of the parlor here? The parlor, I hope everybody has in the house. Mostly you can say in rich families, a parlor will be there. Now suppose you go, not the beauty parlor, it is the parlor where your sitting room, like some visitors came straight, instead of taking to your bedroom, you will make them to sit in the parlor, the visitors visiting room. Like after this, though closer still the blinds he pulled to keep the shady parlour cool, yet he will find a chink or two to slip his golden fingers through. Though closer still the blinds we pull, how much closer we may pull the curtains to keep our sitting room cool, but the rays of the sun will get in through. You might have seen in your own houses, you have the curtains on your windows, but still the sunlight will be coming. The rays of the sun will get inside the house. Now, the third paragraph here, I would like to ask you the few word meanings in this as I read out. The dusty attic, spider clad, keyhole, and hayloft. Please find out these meanings and write down. Again, I'm reminding, please find out from your dictionary. If you don't have, when you have a possibility of buying, please buy and find out. The dusty attic spider clad he through the keyhole. What is the meaning of keyhole? Let me explain to you what is the meaning of keyhole here. What is the meaning of keyhole? A hole in a lock. Have you seen a lock? There is a hole in which we put the key to lock or to open it. The fourth line is into the laddered hayloft. What is a hayloft here meaning? Hayloft means the upper floor of a farm building used for storing hay. Have you seen the farmhouses now in this summer season? You will see after cutting the wheat and all, after removing the grains, they will keep in the farming house there. They will collect and keep there. After this, let us continue the work of the sun. Let us continue our study. Meanwhile, meanwhile, his golden face around. Meanwhile, his golden face around, he bears to all the garden around. And meanwhile, you can see the golden face of the sun is all around of the even of the garden, and shades a warm and glittering. What is glittering here? Shining look. It gives the shining among the iris in most nook. Now in most nook means deep hidden corner. Even in the deep hidden corner of the sun rays reaches there. Now after this, the sun goes where all. Now you see at the end the poet, what he says about the sun is above the hills, along the blue, round the bright air with footing true. To please the child, the sun pleases the child also to paint the rose. You can see in the bright sun, if the flowers are there in the garden, the flowers will be shining as if the sun is painting them, giving them more shining, making them to shine more. Now, at the end, the poet says, the gardener of the world he goes. The sun is considered here as the gardener of the world. Who is the gardener of the world here? The sun. He goes. He keeps on going, giving all the shining look, keeping ready, keeping ready. Let us underline these words. You will study this once again. I am underlining all these words. Since you all are small children, please find out all these meanings. What are the meanings? Now the sun goes all around. That is why the poet says, great is the sun and wide he goes. And he's praising the sun. He's calling the sun great. And at the end, poet says the sun is the gardener of the world. Now, dear students, here are few word meanings. So please note down in your book, copy, notebook, and please learn all these meanings. I don't want any excuse afterward that you have not completed your homework. So I request all of you to write down these word meanings in your notebook, and also learn the eight lines first 8 lines by heart. I don't want you all to sit simply at home. You have to work hard. Okay, after that, let us know who is the poet here. The poet is Robert Louis Stevenson. Here I have given a little summary about this poet. Who is he? Where he was born? So you can go through. In which year he was born? He was born in Scotland. He was a lawyer who later became the writer. So please go through this. Who is the poet here? Here is the image. If you want to know in detail more, you can check on the net for your more general knowledge. After this, making connection question answers are there. Read these lines, read these lines, and read these lines and answer the question that follow. So please pay attention that you have to read these questions. The help is given. Read these lines. You have to read these lines and then answer these questions here. After this, in the same way, you have got this. I have given you the answers also for the first and the second one also. There is B1, B2. So all these A1, A2, AB, A1, A2, A3. All these answers are here in here. So it is a little help for you. I am giving you. So dear students, don't waste your time. Please write down these answers in your notebook and learn it. After this, you have B question answers are here and C also. So in this, you have to work hard. I have given you the answers till second questions till here. After this, the third questions you will do yourself. I have written down here. Do it yourself. Do you agree with the poet when he refers to the sun as the gardener of the world? So in your own words, you have to give. Do you uh, agree with the poet that he's telling the sun as the gardener of the world? Justify your answer. So you can write into 6 to 7 lines. Do you agree with the poet as he's calling the sun the gardener of the world? So after this, the answers are here again. As I told you, the answers I have given you for your help. You can go through this. Here again, the answers are here. The answers are here. All these answers till here. Your second question and here and here. After this, I have given you the homework. Just write 5 lines about how the sun is important in your life. No help from the net from your YouTube and all. Please do it yourself, and you have to also learn 8 lines of the poem. That is your homework. So students, I hope you might have understood what is the importance of the sun in your life as you read out this poem. The poet is telling that the sun is the gardener of the world. That is the thought of the poet. But now, what do you give the title for the sun? So I hope you will work hard, you will find out your own answers. So, dear students, all the best and do well. Please complete your homework and learn all that I have told you. Complete your word meanings, learn 8 lines, first 8 lines, and complete your question answers and learn. Please don't waste your time. Thank you.